Hello and welcome to Options Trading Pilot. This is Pro Forma, also known as Guillermo, and my co-host and cohort, John. How are you, John?
Doing great, Guillermo. How you doing?
Doing well. Yeah, just the markets have been phenomenal. So today we want to get into it, kind of provide a little information and see what you can do and just kind of analyze where the markets are and what we're expecting. Just to start, this is our website here. Subscribe and like us at optionstradingpilot.com. We have a Discord and we provide all day information on the markets, trade ideas, and just general discussions so that you can become a better trader. So let me change the screen we're sharing just so we can look. Okay, so just a little brief synopsis of what happened today. You can see the huge spike up and then the drive down. This is what's called a classic bear trap on the NQ. They came fishing for your dollars and then they just drove it down. So, one of the clues is, John, that we talked about is like there's no news for the drive up. Why is it occurring? Nothing's changed. Everything's down. So, I did a put on the Qs, really nice return. Try not to trade too much, but you also added some trades earlier today, right, John?
I did, on the short side of things. So yeah, it's interesting because we've been seeing this quite often, and I thought with last night's down, I thought we were probably going to get another leg down today. So I was really surprised, but not too surprised to see it rally up and then turn around. But that's a few hour period there when it's really down and then it starts turning up. Like you said, it catches people and then they're going, and then it's going right down again. So, it's good right now. We're mostly in cash, but our positions are long commodities, mostly oil, wheat. Wheat's been limit up for, it seems like 2 weeks. Maybe it's only been a week. And short the SPYs, Russell, the Qs. We took off some of our Q short a couple hours ago. I still have another butterfly Q short on, and we just put on an IWM short, a bear call spread, right around 11 o'clock, I believe. So yeah, things are very interesting. I've been looking at a number of stocks like that. I'm looking for good entry points. I feel like there's a lot of stocks that are cheaper than they have been in quite a while, but as I watch them, they continue to get cheaper and cheaper. So that it's not seem to be. I mean, even look at something like Uber or Nvidia. Nvidia is a perfect example.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great stock. I love the company. I harp on it a lot, but it's 218, down 5% today.
Yeah,
4.5%, which it's like you got to look at the price action. So you can see it's at that peak value here. So it's finding some value, but look, there's nothing down here, John. If it finds this fib down here, and this is the 5-minute chart. Let's expand it a little bit. So I like using Fibonacci in these volume profiles. You can see this is the peak volume and the nearer term on the dailies. And look, it's right below it. And the next slide down is to this wholesale price, which it hit that earlier at 224 and it jumped up from there. But then after that, it looks like it wants to come down to 201, John.
Yeah, right now that's my target is about 201 on Nvidia, and it feels wrong to be short on Nvidia, but that's just,
it really does.
But that's what the market's handing us right now. So I mean, take a look at Uber. That's been a stock I've liked, and we've traded a lot, up and down and sideways. And I've been watching it now for probably 2 months, waiting for some kind of bottom, and I really thought that 30 was going to be a good, decent entry point, but no, it's down another 2.5 today, at 29. And I don't think there's not much support under that. Let me look at the farther out chart, but
There isn't, John. I mean, we get below this 28.92, it could really just drop. See that?
yeah,
It's empty. I mean, and like you, I like Uber. I like what they're doing. You know, they destabilize the whole taxi industry, all those $1 million medallions that were being sold in New York City, that is done, right? So, you know, we love companies that can establish a more effective system to provide the goods and services, and they've done that. But look, they've been getting punished.
yeah. Looks like the next support is 2026 and then down to 22. And I don't see any reason at this point. I mean,
To add.
it's amazing.
So the other one that, of course, is of note is Meta. Look at Meta. I mean, that's phenomenal, right? Just getting earlier today, it was hanging around at 198. And when I took a look at it, I didn't take the trade just because I had other trades going. Another trade going, but it looked like it would hit this bottom, and it did.
Yeah, and it still looks like it has room to go.
Give me 1 second. Work texted me. Yeah, so you can see that there's a lot going on here, and so just for a quick review, John, let's look at CL. This is oil. It's at 119.51. Notice how thin the volume profile is. There's no volume resistance up here. It looks like just this dashed line, which is like a semi-fib, right? It's at 140. You know, it's like 130 line is right there. So it's already hit it. So it'll be searching to bounce here and come back up if this continues. So there's just a lot going on, but it's just one of those things. You know, it's like, just to keep it short and brief, John, would you give us kind of like the idea for the week?
Well, right now, I know you and I have been trading a lot lighter than we normally do. If I put on any naked positions, they're a lot further out of the money. Lower risk, but also lower payback. Short all the indexes. Take a look at silver. That was something I was just starting to look at, SLV.
Yep.
Not on the commodities, just on the stock. So it's getting some legs to it. It seems a little stronger than gold to me. So I might look at the IVR on that's 100, which is amazing. I looking at probably a bull put spread on that, possibly in April. I haven't looked at any of the numbers or the volume or anything yet, but I'm leaning that way. And what's funny is, take a look at that one, and then I was looking at SPCE, the Virgin Galactica.
Yeah, wow. Can you believe it's 762?
No, we've traded that from, we've traded it all over, you know, up in probably in the 30s.
That's amazing.
But it's hitting a 52-week low. The 52-week high is almost 58. So we've traded that all over the place, and I still think it's a great company.
I think so.
Just because it's at 7 and change.
And just looking at the general market, the daily, I mean, it hit 479, 422 now. It should hit this 418 number, 419 number, it looks like. And then hopefully it finds support there before it you know, if it does go below this 416 number, I mean, it's downhill, right, to 402. So we're watching those numbers carefully. Let's look at the week.
I mean, what are people to do here? I think what people need to do here is, like we always do, but a little bit even tighter, is you trade small, trade often, make sure your risks are defined, or if they're not defined, you know what your risks are.
Right.
If you were short on wheat, you would effectively not been able to trade wheat as it goes limit up every day. And that would be very painful, very, very painful. So keeping your risk tight, mitigate your risk, go out farther in time or in delta where your probabilities are lower. And at the same time, when you have gains, take them. And, I think that's the main takeaway today.
Agreed. Well, I gotta run, John. I had the wrong time on something. I thought we had a few more minutes, but I think we can reconvene in a little bit. But as far as a guide for the rest of the day, obviously stay light, like you're talking about, trade often. If you want to look for the week, obviously, like after a big down day tomorrow, odds are is that we should pick up a little bit of a gain tomorrow, but I do anticipate a leg down, and we will finally find some kind of support at a certain number and start moving it up. So the idea for me, at least, is to wait and be patient and see that the price action, hopefully at a nice fib or volume profile peak, and then we can go from there.
Yep. All right. Good seeing you.
Good stuff. Talk to you soon, John.
Yeah. Bye.